So, meine Damen und Herren, meine Freaks and Geeks, meine Shieldmans und Berserkers, jetzt geht's weiter los mit der König derselbe, King Alfred, Ferdia Walsh-Peelo. Hi, how you doing?
Hello, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Nice to be seen.
It is nice to be seen. Sometimes.
The last time we saw each other, you were over at the tattoo booth.
Yeah.
Did you get something?
No,
Are you gonna get something?
I don't know, maybe.
What do you think you want to get?
That's the problem. I don't know.
You don't know.
No, well, I was going to get a big picture of Jordan's face on my torso, but then I just thought that might be a bit much.
I feel like that could have gone very badly if like there was a if she was available during like an after party. Everybody just gets wrecked and then just tattooed all over the place.
Yeah. That's why they're not. That's why they've only given us a certain amount of beers, because they know there's a tattoo parlor on the site.
I think there's, and I saw somebody posted it. Jasper, Peter, and Alexander all have the same tattoo on their arm, some kind of rune symbol on their arm.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I don't know what it is or what it means, but you see that. It's his brother. Oh, right.
Yeah, but Alexander's not their brother. It doesn't make any sense. It's just cool to have tattoos, I guess.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I got one yesterday.
Yeah. Can I see?
I have to take my shirt off. I don't have to take it all the way off.
Is it on? Where's it get
It's
on?
inside my arm. The thing I thought. Yeah.
What does it mean?
Everybody, here
Oh yeah.
It's
What's that?
Through It's the daughter of Thor and Sif.
Oh,
She's for like resilience.
Oh, brilliant. Beautiful.
And I got it there because sometimes you work jobs and you're gonna have like cover up all your tattoos.
Yeah.
But really what it was is like, if I ever want to go back to Japan, you can't go into the baths if you have tattoos. Like a lot of baths, you still have to cover up your tattoos. Yeah.
Really? Why is that?
Because they associate it with Yakuza.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know why some white guy from Germany would be in the Yakuza, but
you never know.
You never know. Maybe I am in the Yakuza. Wie immer, wenn Sie haben eine Frage für Ferdia, wir haben den Mikro da rein, weil sonst, wir reden ganz viel über das Musik. I said, if you've got any questions, please come. Otherwise, we're going to talk about music, because I love chatting.
Let's do.
Well, the thing is, like, and that's one of the reasons why I love events like this, where there's big fans who are excited about things, and I also love coming and talking to people who are just excited about things. And you're very excited about music, and I want to hear.
Yeah.
I want to hear about the Fynches again.
Yeah.
I want to hear about like where does your inspiration come from with the music that you're making now?
It
You said
comes
yesterday
from
you're making music with your brother.
making music with my brother. I was explaining how it's been really something we've just always done very instinctively, and it's just been playful. You know, it's just been fun, and I think that's why. You know, as we, music for me is. It's just the creative aspect of it. It's creating something. Now, I was talking to Mo about this earlier, and we were talking about just being actors and what that involves, and you know, it's just strange because it's so creative when you're on set and you're doing a scene, and you get into this sort of flow that is like kind of, you're so in the moment, but it kind of transcends kind of the moment in some ways. It's like it's just a beautiful feeling, and the only thing I can describe it as is flow, creative flow, and it's sort of addictive, and I get it with music so easily, and it's really empowering because I can do it myself. Mm-hmm. You know, I can go into a room and write a song, and I can just access this creative space, and it feels like it's mine and something I can have control over. Whereas with acting, you know, you get into it and it's a very different thing, and there's other aspects to it which make it quite powerful as well, because it's so collaborative. it's a huge amount of people on set making this one thing happen, and you get to be a part of that. But the great thing about music is I never feel like I'm out of. It's frustrated that I'm not expressing myself creatively enough because I can always just do it, you know.
Yeah.
So yes, that's part of it. And I suppose the band, the Fynches, has been like just us really trying to do exactly what we want to do without compromise and just have fun, play some music and play the music we want to play. And we sometimes you don't even know what kind of music you want to play. You just start playing it and then it just comes out, and that's just what it kind of is.
And I love that because you said yesterday you have your own studio, which gives you that freedom. And it reminded me, and I forget what his name now. He's in Garbage, but he's also a producer. You know what I'm
The
talking
big
about?
producer who's in Garbage.
And he produced a lot of stuff in the 90s from like Nirvana and stuff. And it was the same kind of situation where he had this small studio in.
It's not like Rick Rubin or something, is it?
No. He's not generally known more as like the keyboarders or something from Garbage, but he produced a lot of stuff.
All right.
Like Nirvana and stuff in the 90s.
Yeah.
And it was like this little studio that he had in some little apartment in Madison, Wisconsin, which is great. It gives you that freedom to do.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot of reason for us to be in anything, recording anywhere else as well. You know, it's just we've created an environment where we can play kind of pretty much live. We can record live there. You know, we can get the 5-piece band and just record us playing, and it sounds great.
Like a Fish, Grateful Dead kind of vibe where you just jam and record it.
Yeah, exactly. And once we have that, we're flying, because you know it's a very kind of organic sound. We like to record like that.
Cool. So we have our first question. Come on down.
Hi again.
Hiya.
Question is, what would be the role of a lifetime for you? Do you have any favors, like more medieval or something sci-fi, whatever?
That's a good question. I loved the physicality that on Vikings. You know, I don't think I've ever experienced anything since that has been so. I'm using the word immersive for some reason, but because it's just so physically and mentally immersive. Like you don't have anything to think about except what's in front of you. You're rolling around in the muck in the freezing cold. You know, there's nothing glamorous about it. It's just very down. It's dirty and it's messy. And it was kind of a little bit painful, but it was perfect. You know, it was kind of exactly what you want as an actor. And there also wasn't, the one thing I learned on Vikings as well is you couldn't actually go big enough. You couldn't possibly overact, because in that way it just made it so much more real. It was quite primal and visceral, and so I think if I was to do, I'd love another experience like that. I'd love to do something like immersive, that's physically challenging, you know. I remember seeing The Revenant and being like, that was pretty much just like Vikings. It's just like rolling around, climbing in water, but it was that kind of experience, and yeah, I loved that, and I would do more like that. It's hard what to say a role of a lifetime is, because the other thing about this gig is that you do things, you sort of throw yourself into jobs and you don't really know how it's going to go or what if you're going to like it, really, sometimes, and it always surprises you, you know. You get under the skin of this character and then you start kind of, you build up this sort of romance with the character, you know, you get to know them inside out, and you get to build this care and love for this person, even if they're not a nice person, you know. And every time that's fascinating and really, yeah. So it's really hard to say when people ask what kind of work you want to do. It's really hard because every time I kind of doing something, I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird. It's like not really maybe what I want to be doing, and then you kind of get into it. You come out of it with a very different feeling from how you started, you know.
And if you walk us through, like, let's say Mr. Hurd says, tomorrow we will go on the battlefield and this is what I would like for you to do? Do you have a meeting somewhere inside? You like talk over the scenes, or do you do it just because you're outside on the battlefield and he gives you directions?
Yeah, normally like that. I mean, when there's choreography involved, it's very rehearsed, you know. Then you add the dialogue, yeah, pretty much on the day. It's quite easy. It's really, really hard physically, but acting-wise, it's quite easy because they made it really easy for us on Vikings. Because there's nothing really fake about it, you know. We're out there just kind of getting bruised and getting tossed around and thrown off horses. You don't really need to act, you know. You just there's guys behind camera just throwing mud and blood at you, and you're kind of like, oh Jesus Christ! And then some guy comes at you with a fucking sword, and you're like, Jesus, okay, you're just reacting. And then you're like, oh, fuck, I have a line now. Oh, fuck, Ivor! Or whatever. And then you know, and that is the dream experience as an actor, because then you're just doing it, you know, you're just being the character. It's great.
Thank you. I've got the elevator pitch for you. You play the character that Conor McGregor thinks he is in his head.
The character that he thinks he is?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know, some wild, wild Irish superhero or
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't know what's in that guy's head about it. I don't know how he sees himself.
I want to know, but I don't want to know.
Yeah. It's a good idea. Very interesting character study.
Finish it. Go ahead.
Julie.
I have a small request. I don't know if it's possible, but can you do a small acapella version of Easier maybe?
Sing it?
And
Easier of a song. Yeah, I mean, if there was a guitar, that'd be even better. Does anyone have a guitar? No? There is one.
yeah.
There is one. Oh, look at that. That's handy. Okay.
So
We could do that.
rest in that.
In the meantime, the young lady behind you,
Let's see if we can find a guitar and then.
we'll see if we can find a guitar. Hold still. Go ahead, you've got a question. Hi.
Since there's a lot of fighting.
Oh! Be careful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. What's your question?
What's your question? Go ahead.
So since there's a lot of fighting on Vikings, and
Mhm.
we're at a crowd note convention, I figured I'd ask some people, if you had to fight any fictional character, like from any universe ever, who would you fight and who would you want your sidekick to be?
To fight any fictional character from any, who would I want to fight and who would my sidekick be? I would quite like, well, that's kind of a tricky one, because who would I like to fight? But I want a challenge, right? I don't want to just fight someone I can beat easily.
I want to.
I mean, you can choose.
I would fight probably Gimli from Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
And my sidekick, I think this would be kind of an unfair fight actually. My sidekick would be, I thought that was a suggestion. I'd want to pick another Lord of the Rings character because I'm such a Lord of the Rings fan. But I feel like that's boring. Maybe I would pick Pippin as my sidekick.
Even Pippin versus Gimli.
I'd like to see that fight.
I would like to see how that
Would you
happens.
like
take
to? Yeah. Would you? Yeah, it would be good. It would be entertaining.
But yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, somebody almost died to bring you this
Yeah.
guitar. Let me hold it. I'll hold the mic. We have to tune it a little bit. What tuning do you use?
This is in an open G tuning with a drop C. So like,
Let me see if I can do it like this.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Very good. a time for you. Tell me all you've learned to do. I wanna know, make it through. Inside I hear her speak, so softly spoken. Things are gonna get better now. The song's still gonna repeat, a record broken. Things are gonna get better now. Things are gonna get easier now. Runner, raised in the world for ruin. Changing, see how it's making room. Been alone in this house too long. Waiting for the tide to turn. Inside I hear her speak, so softly spoken. Things are gonna get better now. The song's still gonna repeat, a record broken. Things are gonna get better now. Things are gonna get easier now. Inside I hear her speak, so softly spoken. Things are gonna get better now. Things are gonna get easier now.
That's brilliant. I'm over here like almost bawling. Oh my god, I'm a little bit emotional. Thank you, Julie. That was it. And I'm glad they had the guitar right there. We'll do one more. Sure, why not? What's coming next? I gotta look. Oh yeah, we got time. We got time. You know, if you would just use one tuning, you wouldn't have to do this all the time.
I know.
Hipster. Right?
So if you
Which one are you doing?
a bit here, sure. More at that level. That should be better. Look at it there. That's good. Yeah. I'm gonna sing a John Martyn song. May you never lay your head down without a hand to hold. May you never lay your bed out in the cold. You're just like a good strong brother of mine. You know that my love is true. You never talk dirty behind my back, and I know that there's those who do. Oh, please, won't you bear it in mind that love is a lesson to learn in our time. Please, please, bear it in mind for me. May you never lay your head down without a hand to hold. May you never Just like a good strong sister of mine, you know that my love is true. You hold no blade to stab me in the back, and I know that there's those who do. Yeah, please won't you bear it in mind that love is a lesson to learn in our time. Please, please bear it in mind for me. May you never lose your temper. You get hit in a barroom fight. May you never lose your woman overnight. May you never lay your head down without a hand to hold. May you never lay your bed out in the cold.
That was really cool. I mean, that was really cool. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. That was not too bad.
Thank you.
You don't sound like you're impressed.
Thank you.
And then, what I love is standing here being the human mic stand.
Yeah, that was really good. That was sort of like.
You can, but the thing that I love is that you can see how much you love to do that.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool. And I think
You could really see that. Could you feel it? You were right next to me.
I was like, Gänsehaut.
Yeah, I should have looked into your eyes more, actually.
I was too busy looking at the spot on the
Yeah.
guitar trying to keep the mic steady. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us.
No
Thank you
problem.
for playing songs. That was
Of course,
brilliant.
yeah.
I love it.
Pleasure.
Enjoy the rest of the show, and hopefully we'll see you again real soon.
Yeah. Yes,
Ferdia
we will.
Walsh-Peelo, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, guys.
Franchement, la première, c'est la dernière qu'il a sortie, elle s'appelle Easier. J'adore. De Fynches. Incroyable. Tellement inspiré. Ça y est.